Just going to get some deep breaths. Hello, everyone, and well. Did you just fucking talk over me? What kind of prick are you?
Continue.
Dickhead. Stuart, are you still there?
Yep.
Good. Professional. Hello everyone and welcome to FRUK Unwrapped, episode 6. This is the Food Review UK podcast and it's a very special episode. This is an entire episode dedicated to bacon, the wondrous pink and white creamy meaty stripped food. But let me introduce my fellow hosts and podcastees. I'd like to introduce to you the loopy male of Ruby Ale. It's Mr. Stuart Bullock.
Oh, are you really stealing Nathan Peterson's stick? Like, like Mike. Oh,
not even stealing it, but like a knockoff copy. It's not even anywhere near as good as mine.
You're like the Leppin Nathan Peterson. That's what you are, Michael Jameson.
Jesus
Sorry, I thought that was our thing. What do you normally say then, Stuart?
I just freestyle, but I've got personality. You know, if you feel the need to bootleg a superior human in order to appear more acceptable.
You want the Bobby Market, Nate Peterson.
Fucking hell.
Carry on.
Ugh,
I don't even
okay.
I'm not even that keen on Ruby Ale, to be honest with you. It's not. It doesn't.
But are you a loopy male?
I mean, allegedly.
Henceforth.
Carry on.
His wife can make a pizza out of pitta and other kitchen hacks, while this guy does your tax. Is Nathan Peterson.
That was actually quite good.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, that was
Fair
good.
play.
Cheers, wives. And we are joined by a very special guest today. It's a man who's always welcome in Spain. It's Chris Clements. CC.
Jesus Christ.
You put so much more effort into Nate's and Chris's introduction than mine.
I thought yours was quite succinct.
Shit.
Okay, excellent. Right, so yeah, we're going to be talking about bacon a little bit later on. But as always with FRUK Unwrapped, we're going to open up with a little bit of news. Does anyone have any news? Because I have got a tiny, like a pubic hair of news, a little small curly one.
I've got some news relating to last week's podcast.
Ooh.
Go on.
Or last podcast round. I mean, you guys know this. I watched Good Burger.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Do you know what? It was okay. It was an acceptable movie. It was.
Yeah,
it was fine.
It's an entertaining kids' film, and
Yeah.
it's got the ever enjoyable Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, no surprise. I was a bit old for Keenan and Kel first time round, but yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Yeah.
On a like a twisting knob, like a volume knob. So on a knob is what I'm saying. You've got Good Burger on the far left, which is like a two black guys, kids.
Two guys.
Yeah.
Two,
I mean,
no need
to mention race,
sorry.
Michael.
No need to mention race. Oh, except this is the whole point of my comment. Then mid turn of the knob, you've got like Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies, which is different ethnicity. And then on the far right, you've got like white burger film.
On the far right. You know how usually you send... You know how usually you send us WhatsApp messages to check whether or not your references are racist or not? That was one to run by us, probably.
Also, what you've done there is you've segregated out the black community, the Asian community, and the Caucasian community, segregating each as you went. So, well done for taking us back 50 years.
Well, but then I took us forward 100 years by not being able to mention a good white burger film. So how's that for your racism?
Yeah, it's good racism, Michael. Well done.
I'm sorry that I can see black people. If you think that's racist, then...
It's like a version of the Sixth Sense starring the Wayans brothers.
I like that your idea of racism is whether or not the burger movie community can segregate themselves.
Oh, fuck.
On this, after this weekend and everything over in America, come on, mate.
Just for the benefit of the people who are listening, I'm taking a knee at the moment in protest.
Good man.
Yeah.
I'm sitting, so technically not standing, so therefore I'm just lazy, basically.
But I'm certainly not singing the American national anthem.
No. I'm not either, no. I agree. So news. Really, there's. Well, do you know what? I thought there was a bit of news today. I was checking my old food news websites, and I saw a brand new bottle of J2O, and it said the headline was along the lines of J2O launches flavour, and I was like, oh, fantastic! I get quite excited with J2O new flavour launches. You only need to see the J2O Garden Rose flavour review to see how excited I get. Another plug, and that's not a reference to how excited I got. But no, I saw this delicious kind of deep, rich, purpley magenta bottle, and I clicked onto it, and it said, returning soon, Glitterberry, which, whilst I love the flavour, it is not new. So that upset me a little bit. And the only other bit of news we got is that Popworks, I think that's PepsiCo's popcorn brand, that, to be honest, they made a bit of a hoo-ha about it earlier in the year, about it coming out. I think it was earlier this year anyway, about it coming out in the UK, and I thought it was pretty underwhelming. So a little bit disappointed that it's continuing to grow, that brand, because I think it's a dead ting, as Gossie would say. Oh, I should mention as well, I'm probably going to be sounding like a Ute in this episode, because I've been listening to a lot of Radio 1 Extra recently.
I don't even know where to go with that sentence. So because you listen to Radio 1 Extra, that's going to change your dialect, is it?
Oh, no, it's a dead thing in everyone.
Good.
Are you coming back next time, Nate?
I'm hoping to.
Yeah.
I mean, it started a bit terribly, isn't it, really? But,
yeah.
He had a go at me last week about how this was, his show and his brand, and he's been waiting 5 episodes to close the show, and I just thought we'll throw him a bone.
Yeah, let's not forget you were the one that said, oh, you can't do a whole episode on bacon.
We haven't done the episode yet, mate, so let's judge after.
We've made the thumbnail, and if people are listening to it, then it's at least made it onto the internet somehow.
Amazing.
Probably. No, good. If no one's got...
Good.
Yeah, anyway, if no one's got any news, I'll move on to a little introduction of our dear guest.
I was just going to quickly raise one. I've just clocked this very second, which was Arla are looking to release a new fizzy milk drink.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Sorry, is it? I mean, to me, that sounds absolutely revolting. Carbonated milk just doesn't sound appealing.
No. Arla are wonderful. Arla make a couple of my absolute favourite dairy products. Bob Milk.
Milk.
Yeah. Bob Milk is astonishing. The best of both milk that they do. The orange top. Love it. And they make...
What's special about Bob Milk?
It's skimmed, but it has the flavour of semi-skimmed.
Right.
Yeah,
but
it's great.
Okay.
Just milk.
So have you ever tried full fat milk, Blue Top?
Nah, mate. Got to look after my figure, haven't I? So, Blue Top milk. Blue Top skimmed milk, isn't it? Oh no, that's red. Oh, yeah, I can't keep up. When I was a kid, Blue Top was skimmed milk.
I think it depends on what you're talking about, because I think if you get the plastic bottles, green is semi-skimmed, red is skimmed, and blue is full fat. But I think if you get the glass bottles from the milkman, I think semi-skimmed is red. I'm not sure about the other two. So they for some reason the plastic bottles are different to the glass bottles.
Well, do you only ever get a semi from your milkman?
Wasn't planned that either.
Didn't even write it down. So
no.
I'm not pretentious enough to get my milk from the milkman.
So all those people in the old days were pretentious, were they?
They had Tesco, didn't they? Tesco Express.
MJ, introduce Chris.
So this is Chris Clements. Hello, Chris.
Hello, everyone.
Or CC as he's often called, and that's because his name and surname both begin with C.
Yeah, and he's welcomed in Spain.
And he's welcomed in Spain all the time, yeah.
Are you half American?
Yes.
So there you go. You didn't find those comments earlier offensive, did you?
Do you need to be more specific? Because I've been sat with you for a while. And you know what comes out your mouth.
I'll have you know I always swallow. No, good. So, who are you?
I'm a man who's quite short.
Oh, no, don't.
I live nearby.
Yeah?
And I like things.
Amazing.
And stuff.
We've been friends for a short while.
Correct.
3 years approximately?
I would say acquaintances for 4 years, friends for at least 3.
And enemies for about the previous 6 months.
Quite a cute story. Well, not cute, creepy, really, story about Chris and I. I sort of saw him from afar at work. We met at work, I should say that. I saw him from afar at work. Always admired and respected him.
We should just clarify to everyone who's listening that MJ works in a strip club. So,
so yeah, I was watching Chris from afar, very, very interested. And
I don't know this story, and I'm quite terrified right now.
No, it's fine. You might know a little bit of it. You might. It depends how significant my actions were towards you in your eyes. So yeah, I saw him from afar, thought he seemed like an absolute lad, which he is obviously, and I had then heard, so after like being like, oh, he seems like a really nice guy, I then heard that he was a nerd as well, so like he likes comics and whatnot. So I was like, fucking hell, why aren't we just fucking bumming it up all the time? So I sent him a friend request on Facebook, and I think it took you about 6 months to confirm it, because I think at the point that I sent it, we basically had barely said a word to each other, and I assumed that you just had to actually know someone before you added them.
I don't really look at my friends. It sounds really pretentious, but it's not at all. I'm just lazy. I don't look at my friends' request list at all.
Fine.
Not to wind you up, but genuinely, the 2 quickest people I probably added after me and them are Nate and Stu when we met at your wedding, and then we're like, yeah, we're awesome.
Wow.
Correct.
Wow.
And
incredible.
And we went on to form the No MJs Club.
Oh, what an amazing club it is.
Yeah, this is not even a joke, viewers, listeners, whatever you are, however you're watching this, listening to, you're not watching, you're not filming this bit. Yeah, that's true. They've got a WhatsApp group that literally I'm not allowed in.
There's only one acceptable mic, and that's Harlock, not Jameson.
Yeah.
If his name was Mike Jarlock, he wouldn't be allowed in. Because it's... MJ. Carry on.
Sort of hard to argue with, really.
The first time I remember actually hanging out with you, I think was a work Christmas do / possibly someone's birthday, and I remember you got drunk and reviewed chips from the kebab van.
What, in front of people?
Yeah.
What? Interesting. I don't remember that.
Is it on YouTube?
And then
sure
you took some home and actually did a video of it as well.
Oh, interesting.
I believe the video is you in bed reviewing it drunk.
Yes.
There is definitely a drunken cheesy chips review.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. Good plug as well, Chris.
Correct.
I got that from your strip club days. So we're gonna.
Recycle joke.
This is the FRUK Unwrapped is just recycled joke. You listen to episode 10, it'll just be all this again. So we're going to do things slightly differently on our new interviewing guests. We've got a list. Excuse me.
What?
No, I feel like burping is fairly appropriate. This is a food podcast.
No, it's not food. That's gas.
It's at least masquerading as a food podcast.
Just going back a second, what I liked there was how you was introducing Chris and ended up with you telling a story about how you met him. Like it was you telling us about Chris rather than Chris telling us about Chris.
You have met him. He turns everything to be about
Correct.
himself.
Yeah, exactly. The important bit of this is the impact that he had on my life. So we're going to change things up a little bit, and we've got a list of 10 questions. So I'm going to ask Chris to... We'll just go for a couple. I'm going to ask him to pick a number between 1 and 10, and I'll read out the question.
Okay.
Imagine, Chris, before you pick a number, imagine if these numbers were on the wall in a lift, or as you might call it, an elevator. Think of those numbers. So you're probably limited to the, 1, 2, or 3, because the others might be a bit high up for you.
Oh, that is a height joke.
Can I have number 3 then, please?
I did say that I was going to ask you to pick a number between 1 and 3, but you've just gone ahead and... so number 3, just to explain that joke. No, I'm not going to actually. Number 3, food from your childhood that you miss.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I miss it. It's just different as an adult, but I swear wagon wheels were a lot bigger when I was a kid.
Correct.
Like lunchbox ones were definitely the size of the palm of my hand, not these bite-sized things that come out now.
Yeah, wagon wheels were smaller. Big time.
100%. And also, we've actually grown. Well, us 3 have grown, and you've probably said the same, Chris.
I have been this height since I was 11. I'm 32 now.
Wow. That's quite tall for an 11-year-old, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you have a growth
really.
spurt? No.
5'5" isn't tall for anything.
No, for a baby, maybe.
Right. Another number.
Between
1 and 10 this time.
Okay. 9, please.
Oh, he's jumping.
This is interesting. Are you allergic to any foods?
No, I am not, but my brother is. He's allergic to eggs and shellfish and peanuts.
Oh, fucking hell.
So we weren't allowed them in the house as kids because he could die.
So I'm guessing you never order satay prawn skewers.
Oh, I do now because I don't live with my brother.
All the time.
Do you not still live by your brother's eating rules, Chris?
No, I've grown away from them as time's gone by.
How very selfish. Shellfish, if you will.
You're flexing your comedy muscles there.
Oh, God,
correct,
Michael.
yes. Stealth joke.
Yeah. They're the best ones that people don't even realise are supposed to be funny, because then when they fail, you can style it out.
Yeah. In fact, had Stuart not said anything, I literally wouldn't have realised there was a joke there.
Yeah, just you seem to clam up. Go on then, hit me with another one. We're going to go between 1 and 10 this time.
Same as last time then.
Same as last time.
Yeah.
Always the same.
Why not? 10.
10. I had previously read this list, but I must have forgotten this one. Or I just got bored and stopped reading. What is the sexiest fruit or vegetable?
Melons.
Wow. Nice. Do you know what? Watermelons are very large. Like, if you actually compare watermelons to breasts, I'd say you'd...
Why would you?
Breasts the size of watermelons.
You would have severe spinal disorder.
Unusual to come by.
Different colour as well.
Yeah.
On the outside, yeah.
Certainly what my experience.
Good more advice. Alright, shall we go for one more? Do between 1 and 10 now.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Please.
If you were a food, what would you be?
I have no idea. A peanut.
Wow. Why?
Because I'm salty and small.
Because you wouldn't have to spend any time with your brother. No, I'm sure your brother's a lovely man.
He's not.
Oh. Right. Nate, have you actually got any quivia that is a mixture between quiz and trivia prepared?
I do, of course I do. I don't just make it up on the spot, young man.
This is amazing. Right.
Quivia.
Nate,
yeah, as MJ said, we've got the... in the past, we've done trivia. Last episode, we did a quiz. Decided that we'd moving forward to combine the two into quivia. So I've got 5 questions. We're going to let chaos ensue and just let whoever wants to answer first just shout out and we'll go from there. But everybody can answer. Okay, number 1. What is the world record for most slices of bacon eaten in 5 minutes?
117.
Okay.
Breakfast this morning.
That's the best. 156.
156, MJ.
Sorry, what's the time period?
5 minutes.
Fucking hell. Absolutely guzzling. Okay, so realistically, you could definitely do like 30 a minute. So 30, 60, 90, 100, 20, 150. 155.
So we've got 117, 155, and Chris, you said 156?
Yes, sir.
Chris gets 39 points. It's 182 by Matt Stoney, whose nickname is Megatoad, on the 22nd of February 2015 in Daytona, Florida.
Wow. I'm sure we got a lot of subscribers who watch Matt Stoney, actually. He's quite a famous guy, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
Didn't know that. But
not to be confused with the creator of South Park.
No.
Different person.
I mean, different name. One's
one's
Stoney.
Correct.
Number 2, world's most expensive bacon butty. How much?
17 quid.
32 pounds.
32 pounds. Michael Jameson.
£24.85.
Oh, if only you had said 86 pence, it would not made any difference. Chris wins again. It's £150.
Insane.
I'd like to protest and argue a point for myself. Reason being, I was thinking of a different sized sandwich.
How big were you thinking the sandwich was?
A quarter of a sandwich. So if you quadruple my guess...
What has the size got to do with it, though? Because surely it's the ingredients that make the expense, not the size of the sandwich.
No, because if you've got 4 times as many ingredients, it will cost 4 times as much.
No!
You absolute idiot.
Just order 4 portions.
Not if I've spent, 6 months of my life hand-rearing a pig and then it's a one-of-a-kind sandwich. I'm going to charge what I want. You can only have a sliver.
But I'm just going to order 4. So, as I say, quadruple my score, my answer, and so I think that gives me 5 points or something.
Minus 10 for being an idiot.
That's fine. You can have 5 points. Chris still gets 15. It was at Tangbury's Coffee House in Cheltenham.
Oh.
A bit cheeky, this one, because actually the ingredients for the sandwich are approximately £50, and the extra £100 that you pay actually goes to charities. So the actual bacon butty itself costs £50, technically. It consists of 7 rashers of rare breed pig bacon, truffle spread, watercress, free-range egg, sliced truffles, saffron, and edible gold dust, all cooked in truffle oil.
Do you get ketchup with it?
That sounds like the most up itself sandwich in the world.
It does, but £100 goes to charity, so...
Nah, bullshit.
Yeah, no.
But you could get 4 times the size of it for the same cost. In a 20-gram rasher of streaky bacon, how much of that is fat?
55%. 11 grams.
In terms of grams, so what
11
did you say?
grams. 11 grams.
13 grams.
8 grams.
Chris is absolutely storming it. 1 point to Chris, 5.4 grams. Also 4.4 grams of protein if you cared.
Basically a bacon expert. I don't even know why we're contesting this.
So yeah, we'll see about that in a minute.
Never wrong.
I think you on the last one you said rare breed, didn't you? Rare breed bacon.
Yeah, I know my pigs.
Well, quite funny you should mention that, actually. I used to have a friend who used to say, he used to love that phrase. He used to make me say rare breed, and he would go, ha ha, rare breed. Next question.
What? Is that... What? Is that a joke?
No, it's the truth, but I sort of probably need to put into context after the show.
You said the name of the friend?
I sort of can't even do that in many ways.
Will he be listening?
He won't, but I sort of don't want to say... Nah, what's the next question?
It's always good, though, when you bring up a story that you can't tell us any information about and makes no sense to anybody. Question 4. During 2016, which country exported the highest dollar value of pork? Unfortunately, I couldn't find it for just bacon, so we're having to go with pork.
Mexico.
Mexico?
America.
Poland.
No. Can I change my mind?
You can.
Australia.
You're still wrong. All three of you are wrong, in fact, although Chris does win by virtue of his choice was actually second in the list. Top of the list is Germany with $4.3 billion of pork exported during the year.
Of course, the home of the sausage.
US in second, Spain third.
You do a good German impression, Jay.
UK in the...
It's Einstein. No, wait, hang on. Can I just WhatsApp you to see if this is racist or not? Do you know what? I actually don't think that doing impressions of other nationalities is racist, as long as you do.
Definitely is.
As long as you rotate through all of them evenly, including, oh yeah, I'm an Englishman, la da 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 da, apples and pears. There we go. I made it all good now because of.
So are you going to do You can do all 200 countries or whatever it is.
Is there only 200 countries?
I don't know. Just
198.
Fuck off. Seriously, that's way small.
No, you said it's not racist if you do all of them. So there you go, MJ. There's your stage. Carry on.
Well, I've done Germany and England.
Okay. Listen to the next show to find out which races he offends. UK didn't make the top 15, but Ireland did in 11th with $483 million. Last question. Chris has basically stormed it, so there's no question about who's won. According to IMDb, how many acting credits does Kevin Bacon have for TV and movies?
427.
165.
164.
Oh, Stuart with a cheeky little dab, and he gets the point there. It's actually 85.
Yeah.
I got confused. I meant to half my score, so can I have points for that? That's how
of course you can, mate. Three points to Chris, 1 point to Stuart, 0 to MJ. 85, starting all the way back in 1979 when he appeared in US soap opera Search for Tomorrow.
Great show.
Great show, absolutely. Still watch it today. As well as promoting EE in the UK, Kevin is also a spokesman for eggs. So.
Or eggs, as he calls them.
Well, he doesn't, probably.
I'd also like a bonus. I'd like to double my score by saying bacon 5 times in a row without laughing. Bacon, 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 bacon.
That was more than 5, so you don't get any points.
Yeah, you said it 6 times, you absolute idiot.
I said minimum of 5.
No. So there you go. Chris wins with something. The other two don't.
Thank you very much, Nate.
Lovely Quivia, Nathan Peterson. Yeah. That was beautiful.
It was amazing.
Let us know on the iTunes reviews as well what you think of the name Quivia. If you could title your review Quivia : the best word.
It does sound like an STI.
Yeah.
One that I'm sure we'd all like. So, this episode is about bacon, and we need to address the elephant in the room. Chris Clements
is an absolute idiot.
Whilst not factually incorrect on this,
why not start out by telling the beautiful listeners, Chris, what address I put on the item that I mailed to you a couple of weeks ago?
Well, I wasn't actually in the office when this turned up, so it was passed to my boss, who took a photo and sent it to me to WhatsApp and just said, "What the fuck is this?" And it said, "Chris Clements, head of bacon hatred."
Chris, can you please explain to the viewers and listeners how the fuck do you cook your bacon, mate?
He doesn't.
I don't like it to be crispy. I like it to be less burnt than you lot. There is a word you keep saying, flaccid. Not flaccid. Cooked. But I like it to be, the rind to be white, not burnt, or brown. And I like the bacon to be pink, not charcoal.
I mean, there's a train of thought that goes that when Chris Clements was a young man, he was listening to a song by the deceased member of the Wu-Tang Clan, Old Dirty Bastard. And when he heard Old Dirty Bastard say, "Oh, baby, I like it raw," Chris decided to live his entire life by that tenet. Because I don't think he was talking about bacon, if I'm honest.
Was that train the Hogwarts Express?
Oh. The Hogwarts Express.
Yeah, basically Chris is a disgusting fiend with bacon. To be honest, I'm not particularly fussy how my bacon comes, but crispier is definitely better.
No.
You've got to look at your Five Guys, it's crispy in there. And, even not so well cooked bacon, I still love, but the sheer uncooked nature that Chris... We're
not talking about raw here. Like, it has actually been in a frying pan.
Fuck off. I just turned around. He's got a pack of bacon. He's just fucking peeling the wrappers out and eating. What are you doing? I didn't even give you permission to open that.
I like that you're defensive. It's been in a frying pan, not, that it was cooked or anything like that. It's just gently just touched it.
I'd say 2 minutes each side. That's more than enough.
I worry that when you eat your bacon so, let's call it rare rather than raw, that you are opening yourself up for tapeworms. So today...
You can't get ill from undercooked bacon. I Googled this before I came on the show because I did my research.
Today, I sent your girlfriend a message to ask her whether or not, in her opinion, you perhaps could have a tapeworm, and she just said she can't absolutely say for certain, but he does scratch his arse an awful lot during the night.
I actually have to read out some WhatsApp messages here.
Oh God!
There was a few days ago the Michael Jackson popcorn gifs were flying all over the show. So let's just read a few of the choice comments regarding Chris's unsanitary, if you're like cooking of bacon or lack thereof. Nate Peterson. He grills bacon with a torch or something.
Can you do it in voice of each of them, please, when you're reading it out?
Oh, this should be
Nate Peterson. Grills bacon with a torch or something.
Why is Nate Peterson Billy Casper from the film Kes?
Stuart Bullock. Good, I'm not going to do the accent. Stuart Bullock tries to cook food with nothing more than a stern look. Brilliant. Nate Pearson. Heard sometimes if he's feeling adventurous, he warms it under his armpit. This was my favourite. This caused me to say bah ha 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 in all capital letters. Stuart Bullock. He once entered a room in which a candle had been extinguished. Detecting the unmistakable scent of recently snuffed wick, that's wick, and feeling the vestigial heat left by said candle, he attempted to cook a roast dinner by putting all the ingredients on the sofa and closing the door.
Yeah, I when I read that, I had to stop everything I was doing because it was too much.
See, I am in your face, Saul Goodman. I am officially funny. Shove that up your stupid YouTube arse.
And then Chris himself sent us a message saying, Lucinda, which is his girlfriend, why the fuck have they invited you on their podcast? Oh, you do realise they're just going to mock you, right? And rightly so.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what she's talking about because...
Well, she's dating you.
Exactly. And if she still wants to have cooked breakfast on the weekend, she better watch who she's insulted.
Half-cooked breakfast. Come on.
True story. She sends it back and I have to recook it.
Good girl. No. I do like Lucinda.
Brilliant.
Why don't you do it right the first time?
I do. I have to cremate it now. I have to set hers up in advance. And I can have a cup of tea and a vape and then go back and just throw mine on.
A vape?
Easy. Yeah, a vape.
Is that how you cook it?
He just gets a sheet of corrugated cardboard, cuts out some bacon-shaped strips, gets bacon-flavoured vape and just blows the air on it. He's like, oh shit, I've overcooked it.
God.
Guys, we do upload this podcast onto YouTube as well, so if you are watching this on YouTube or listening on YouTube, do leave a comment below and tell us how you cook your bacon or how you like having your bacon cooked if you're privileged enough to have the joy of someone cooking bacon for you, which is, of course, one of life's luxuries. Do Jews eat bacon?
Wow.
I don't think you're even allowed to call them Jews, and I am one. So...
What the hell are you talking about? You're not allowed to call them Jews.
I believe the term Jews is offensive.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm not entirely sure the reasoning behind it. However, I understand that calling a Jewish person Jew is not the way to go forward.
And no, they don't eat pork, so no, they won't eat bacon.
This is literally... So I think I knew that Jewish people don't eat pork. This is literally the first time in my life that I'm... And admittedly, what is and isn't acceptable is a regular, difficult challenge that I overcome. That I try to overcome often. But I've never heard that term is offensive. Wow.
Well,
Sorry.
Chris is a Spurs fan, so he's the expert.
You do have Jewish heritage, though, don't you?
Yeah, but not really.
Same here.
It goes through your mother's side, and my great grandma wasn't Jewish, but my great granddad was, so it stopped there.
Yeah.
Fine.
Also, not really religious.
Good. I like it that way.
But he. I mean, obviously, the hatred of bacon has passed down genetically. So.
If you can't beat them, don't cook them.
Oh, right. Okay, I think we've put Chris on blast for enough for this segment. We'll obviously put him back on blast in a minute. But, guys, bacon is a very versatile product.
Correct.
Does that mean you can have sex with it?
Correct. Reference to previous episodes.
If you do, is it a pig in a blanket?
Oh! My little chip of that. Oh, cut that rapper in half.
Yeah, edit that out, yeah.
So, bacon is edible in a number of different ways. How is your...
Surely it's only edible in one way, through your mouth.
As long as I get it in my veins or inside my body, I'm happy.
In your veins?
You know how to ingest food properly.
I'm just sat here smearing a burger patty on my forehead.
All my veins are full.
You can't do it through osmosis. You are aware of that.
Well, I once heard someone say that, you're going to clog your veins up with all those burgers. That's what said to me once. So, bacon is very versatile. And I'd like to ask you guys, what is your favourite vehicle for bacon? Is it bacon on its own? Is it bacon a classic burger topping? Is it in a sandwich? It's got its own sandwich called BLT, where it is, of course, the star of the show. Actually, maybe we'll talk about BLT a little bit more in a minute. Anyway, is it in a fry-up pizza?
No.
No. I don't know, really. Not on a pizza. I mean, I don't eat it on a pizza, but it's not.
Do you ham on pizza?
Yes.
We're talking an actual pizza here, not your pizza.
Ooh. I mean, Chris, I let the other two attack you about the bacon thing, but, I didn't want to lead in and... yes, I do have ham on my pizza.
Which is cooked.
Which is cooked, yes. I don't know where this is going.
So that's basically bacon.
I don't think the fact that if you take pork and cook it doesn't mean that it's all bacon.
Yeah, it's generic. Universal.
I would say pizza's probably one of, I wouldn't say my least favourite, but certainly not one of my top ones. I don't really know what my favourite variety of bacon is or way of ingesting bacon. Probably just on its own in, say, a fry-up or something like that. I think you get the full bacony flavour as long as you've cooked it sufficiently. But I will have it in any possible form. I don't think there's a wrong way to have bacon unless it's been cooked by Chris.
Have you had it in the Five Guys milkshake?
I have. That was an experience. I had it for the novelty, and it wasn't terrible. That probably was not something that I would have again. You?
Like the nuggets in a milkshake.
Oh.
I don't think I've done that, have I? Oh no, have I dipped them? I've done a McNugget McFlurry, which they fucking then did on Good Mythical Morning like 3 weeks later. And everyone's like, oh, you're such fucking trendsetters, blah, blah, blah. Pricks.
But did they like it?
I'm not 100% sure I watched it. I might have been too angry.
Did they give it like nearly a top score and suggest it's one of the best foods they've ever eaten?
I did watch the episode. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. I was in too much of a delicate emotional state. To clarify, I don't think they stole the idea. I'm sure they didn't. But it is frustrating that literally if you look on YouTube, search for Chicken McNugget McFlurry, like something comes up from 7 years ago, and then the next two things are mine, and then literally 3 weeks later theirs. And obviously mine got like 1,000 views, and theirs got like 500,000 views. But this is just the disgusting green-eyed monster of MJ that comes out every single time he talks about YouTube. Like, oh, he's a prick and that. Correct. Do you know what? I've really got into BLTs recently, but I'm not a fan of like standard sandwiches, like normal bread. I've had a couple of vehicles of BLT actually. I had a couple of bagels recently, BLT bagels. Absolutely fucking incredible. There's a place in Ellesby called the New York Deli. They do an amazing one. And then I did a simile one, which I actually took to our niece's kind of birthday when we went to Portland's Park. And there were tremendamo.
I mean, bagels in general are an amazing form of bread. So they transcend any sandwich.
Yeah, I fucking love bagels. And you can fuck them really easily.
I'll take your word for it. I mean,
you just slice it in half and put your dick between the two slices, and then
not use the hole.
You what? A woman could fuck it as well. Cut.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Actually,
just stop, man.
Move on.
Right. Bacon butty, yeah. I love it on a fry up with pancakes and maple syrup. But I probably number one, pigs in blankets Christmas.
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I take back everything I said. Yeah, that's number one.
Although Chris has sort of ruined pigs in blankets for me, because when you said that, all I could envision was Chris wrapping bacon around his penis.
And that made you feel really hungry.
Well, he did say earlier about how he was watching him from afar. So,
to be fair, you can't wrap crispy bacon around a cock. So.
And you've tried.
That's how I know. You can tuck it in the...
No.
What about my favourite would be the bacon and cheese turnover that you can get from bakeries.
Oh, wow, yeah. I've had do you know what? I've had a couple, but I've only had bad ones. I'm not getting where's the best ones from?
Can we say, Tesco's.
Correct.
Can we say? Sorry, we don't mention brands on this podcast.
Available.
Yeah, shit a supermarket. And some better ones. Tesco is a mid-range. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to try that. I don't think I've tried theirs.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. So
you don't know?
Basically, pastry, cheese, and bacon.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
No.
Yeah.
What this dough poured all over.
Racist, you've been sitting next to Michael Jameson for too long.
It's all right if he offends all of the parts of the UK. It's fine.
People do, to be fair, no. People do often say, oh, I'm not racist, I hate everyone equally. That's sort of not the joke that I was doing earlier. I'd like to think of myself as a bit more of a quaint, sort of coming out of left field sort of vibe.
Right, right wing.
Yeah, right.
Oh God, this is shocking. Oh, this is going to get so many dislikes on YouTube, man.
Don't they all?
Yeah.
So, what about on a pizza, guys?
No. It's
It's
acceptable.
fine, isn't it?
Huh?
It's fine on a pizza.
It's
I'm not
fine, but
Yeah. If it's on there, I'm not complaining, but I'm not choosing it as one of my toppings generally.
Yeah.
For me, its flavour doesn't really stand out enough on a pizza.
Interesting. I think it goes very well with all the meat feast type ones because it does.
Yeah.
First of all, it usually is the only crispy. Glares at Chris. Crispy meat on the pizza, and it also has quite an intensive salty hit. I'm thinking specifically the Pizza Hut one. It's nice on.
Yeah.
Like Stuart said, it's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to take it off of a pizza, but at the same time, if I was building one from scratch, it wouldn't be one of the toppings I would probably... It would be well down the list of toppings that I would choose.
I mean, way after tomato puree, yeah.
Oh!
Should just say that the Pitta pizza picture on Instagram got some considerable likes, more so than most of the other pizzas that we've shared on there. So...
Just goes to show that social media users are absolute morons.
Correct.
So I'm just opening up Instagram. So it's been up for, what's the day here? 15th of September. So it's been up for 2 weeks.
I mean, it looks like Lunchables made a pizza.
Oh! What I'm sort of feel bad about is it wasn't even Nate that made them. It's his wife. But anyway, to be fair, to be fair,
thankfully, we know that Nate's wife has got a tremendous sense of humour. After all, she married. Yay!
No, to be fair, they do look really nice, but there is the knowledge that they use tomato puree that offends me. So it's got 158 likes.
160 actually, because you're missing the other two.
Oh, look at this guy! Fucking fact checking me in the background there. And then if we open up the latest Instagram post by FRUKgram, that's at FRUKgram, it is a pepperoni grandma style pizza made by moi, truly yours, me. And it's got, in 2 hours, it's got 108 likes. That's actually very fortunate because that's a lot higher than our average.
Were 107 of those your accounts?
No, some of them are Claire's.
Are we ignoring the other pizza one that you posted about a week ago that didn't get anywhere near 100? Are we just going to pick and choose, are we, mate?
Sorry, 77?
Yeah, nowhere near.
Well, 23.
Percentages.
You're the tax man.
Exactly, nowhere near. Carry on about bacon, anyway.
Wow, this scumbag right here. So, guys, next subject on our little bacon tick sheet, or pig crib list sheet. Pig, bacon.
Move on.
Oops. Was that picked up? What is your favourite kind of bacon? The reason I raised this is because I was meandering through the refrigerated bacon aisle, or as Chris calls it, his dinner plate. Weird. And I saw unsmoked bacon. And I thought, what the fuck is the point of that?
I don't know who buys that. What's the point?
Right. Smoked, back bacon, dry cured, thick, maple cured or something good, expensive bacon. It's pay more money for your bacon. Stop buying bacon that's 2 packs for £3. It goes to nothing when you cook it. Buy the good stuff, treat your taste buds, and grow up.
Yeah, that is the wisest thing anyone from the north has ever said. Good. No. When a vaguely racist comment gets no laughs, it becomes a full-blown racist. I mean, this.
If this was videoed, if you'd have seen me in person, you'd have thought I was going to hit you. I just literally nah.
Wow. I'm sorry to potentially offend you. Then. Do you know?
No. In a minute, I'm going to do a Peterson and I'm going to take my headphones off.
Do it, Stu.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you did that.
Stu. Who's Stu?
Oh, that was awful, wasn't it? I've done so well. I've been trying to avoid calling you Stu for so long, and it just slipped in. I slipped in Stu.
Oh, brilliant.
Idiot.
No, do you know what? I made a carbonara the other day, and I don't know what kind of dickhead recipe I was using, but it told me to use, I think it was unsmoked bacon lardons. So did it, obviously, because I was like, yeah, Stan, I'm just going to follow the recipe. Mate, fucking shocking. I was like, what the fuck are they... Honestly, I didn't even like the flavour of the bacon or the lardons.
It doesn't have flavour.
I was like, this is sort of fucking gross. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So I was like,
Disgusting.
So the next time I made carbonara, I obviously used smoked lardons, and it was delicious. So I was like, yeah, what the hell is that recipe? Why would someone even like sabotage their own recipe by doing that?
Chris?
Didn't read it wrong.
I would rather eat bacon that Chris Clements has cooked for me than eat unsmoked bacon.
Oh dear. What about if it was unsmoked bacon?
Yeah, what if I cooked your unsmoked bacon?
I mean, I would stab you, but
You wouldn't be able to stab him with the bacon; it'd be too floppy.
Oh.
Mate, I have spent a long
Stabbing things with...
Yeah,
yeah.
We all got there together.
Yeah. I'm. Yeah, imagine Pele telling you about his erectile dysfunction. That's where I was going.
I often do. I'll admit I don't necessarily buy a lot of bacon to really know what I would necessarily choose, other than I know that smoked is 100% better than unsmoked. But beyond that, I am unfortunately one of the many that doesn't necessarily spend a lot on their bacon. But sorry to say, Stuart. But definitely smoked over unsmoked, because, as you say, the flavour is just so much more rich. Well, not rich Milford, but...
I mean, I've never tasted him.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair comment.
Has anyone ever licked him?
Yeah.
Is he salty?
He sort of tastes like icing.
The listeners don't know anything we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that was a relief, because I thought he's either been making Nutella cupcakes or... And thankfully it was... thankfully it tasted like icing, and he was like, why are you licking my fingers? And I was like, oh.
For those people who are listening who've got no idea who Rich is basically the opposite of Chris Clements, whereas Chris is a tiny, awful human being. Rich is a really tall, nice man. Like the negative.
Yeah,
Chris.
he knows how to cook bacon. Yeah,
and he's good at baking.
Good guy. He's got a Instagram called Rich's Kitchen, but I'll tell you what, guys, you want to check out his YouTube channel more. It's called
Rich and Tony.
Rich and Tony's Vlogs.
Is it does it have vlogs on the end?
Sorry, it's Rich and Tony Vlogs.
Yeah. Tony Tony.
Correct. Female
Vlogs.
woman.
Correct. A female woman. Yes.
And they've just got back from Florida.
Correct.
So check out their Florida vlogs, and if you want to see more Florida vlogs, check out The Life of Michael Jameson in about 3 weeks, because I'll actually be going to Florida in a couple of days, guys.
Jesus.
Good. I can't wait to record a podcast without him.
This is horrendous. Wow.
Rich will also, I would imagine, be on the show at some point to give a little hint to the listeners. I would have thought we would bring him on at some point.
Yeah, he absolutely will. We've got about 3 or 4 solid people lined up. We'll reveal them at a later date. But yeah, we got a good some really nice bold personalities, and we've got a few people from the food world as well. So if you like your food YouTubers, then if you're a maverick of the food YouTube world, that's a little...
We've got Tom Cruise is coming on.
In fact, he's just joined us for a promo right now. Hey, Tom, get off the sofa and give us a promo, will you?
Brilliant.
Good reference to something that happened 10 years ago.
The 1990s.
Why would you do that? That's really rude. That was when...
That was John Travolta.
Paul Rudd. What's in a bag? I'm aware that we've moved over to Brad Pitt. You know what they call a Royale with cheese? No, that's not even. That's good.
Move on, Michael. Move on.
Sweeter or savoury?
Oh, really?
Whoa!
Boom. Dropping it.
I mean, that was a slick link, wasn't it?
Pulling it out of the hat, mate. I don't do tenuous links.
It's time to play a game. Let's play a game. It's called Sweeter or Savoury. We pull the name of a foodstuff out of a hat. You tell us what you think about that. Will the next foodstuff be sweeter or savoury? Will it be sugary or covered in salt? It's just no way to know. But you must predict. Will the next foodstuff be sweeter or savoury?
Christopher Clements, are you ready to play?
Yes.
Sweeter or I forgot what it was called then. Sweeter or savoury? Currently, our leader is a man named Jason, who got 13
Yeah, no.
last time. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to beat him. This is a pointless exercise. But if you were to beat him, how would you feel?
Vindicated.
Well,
I don't know why.
Prepared to be disappointed.
I don't really know why. Are you ready, Christopher Clements?
Can I just say something? I've had the fucking theme. Brilliant. I've had the theme tune in my head all week.
It's good, isn't it?
Oh, so good, mate. You've absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I'm not sure. I actually really like the Nate Soundbites music, but I think the Sweeter or Savoury.
Love it, but I need to learn the Nate Soundbite one off by heart. I've obviously learnt the Sweeter or Savoury off by heart by now.
It's just pretty much my name, just said robotically.
Nathan Peterson, what you eating, son?
Nathan Peterson.
It's weird, but did you take inspiration from Adam Buxton, Stuart?
Do you know what? I think that the inspiration for Nate's Soundbites was probably... Did you ever watch Look Around You?
Yes.
Peter Serafinowicz, correct.
Yeah, what an amazing programme.
Oh, my
Look
God.
Around You stuff. Macadeno. Oh, man, I love that programme. Anyway, Chris, Starburst.
I've just realised we got rid of our DVDs recently, and we had Look Around You.
Cody. Chris Clements.
Yes,
Starburst. Starburst.
Savoury.
Opal fruits.
Opal fruits. Cocoa Pops. No. Why did I say Cocoa Pops? I meant rice. What? No, they did. Cocoa Pops did change the name, didn't they? They became Choco Crispies.
Yes.
And then changed back.
Yeah.
You saying savourier than Starburst?
Yes.
Bad man.
My friend, it's the first time out of the hat. You're not really qualified to talk about it because it's a proud Northern product.
Bovril.
It's the Seabrooks. Bovril. It's the Seabrooks salt and vinegar crisp. So you're right. It was savourier.
That's one. I'm going to go for sweeter.
Sweeter than a Seabrooks savourier crisp.
Yes.
Christopher Clements. Second time out of the hat. It's the Snickers.
Oh, wow. Very sweet.
That does count, right?
Yeah. Mate, yeah, Snickers is definitely sweeter than salt and vinegar crisps.
Valid. I'm going to go for savourier.
It's dearie me. I think this is a judge's decision. We've got the Maryland original cookie.
Oh, it's more savoury than a Snickers.
Snickers
Is it?
has got chocolate,
Yeah,
caramel,
100%.
and nougat. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also got peanuts.
Nah, Snickers is very.
Rich.
I would say Snickers is much more sweeter than a cookie.
Yeah, totally agree. It's like sort of sickly sweet.
I think you're both idiots, but I'll go with the.
Funnily enough,
consensus.
Matt from the game show would agree with you, Stuart, because I had like a feud with him after a recent FRUK Unwrapped, and Snickers was again the point of contention, and he said because it contains more salt or whatever than the other product, that it was savourier. And it depends how you come down on it, basically, but because the definition of savoury is content of salt. However, Snickers is sickly sweet. Maryland are not sickly sweet. Thus, correct.
Right, idiot. Anyway, what are you going for, Chris?
Savoury again.
Second time out of the Northern Flat Cap, it's the salt and vinegar McCoys.
Oh, wow. Have you got any other different flavours in there, too?
Just,
do you know what?
You could have just stopped
so
there.
Many that there's so many that just keep coming out time and time again.
Also, is this
I've changed.
Is this just where Northerners keep their lunch?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not even a list
that.
of things. He's just picking up random foods.
just crumbs from my beard.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, news! I forgot in news, I kind of don't have a beard anymore, but let's carry on.
What?
Yeah, I shaved my beard off.
Well, photo, obviously.
Definitely didn't.
Yeah,
know.
that's weird and shouldn't be done.
Yeah, you definitely.
Not like properly shaved it off, but I don't really have much of a beard anymore.
I mean, quite clearly we need a photo immediately.
I'm sending one in now, so...
Why has that happened?
Going on the run?
Yeah, partly an accident, but photo come. Right, Chris,
Oh my
salt and vinegar
God.
McCoys.
Oh, that's fine.
Sweeter. Yeah.
Sweeter than salt and vinegar McCoys. Did Nathan Peterson just say that my beard is fine?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
All right, okay, that's all right then.
It's not like last time where you look like a sex offender. You're fine here.
Chris, sweeter than salt and vinegar McCoys. I don't know where to go on this one. This was one of Nathan Peterson's suggestions. It's Airwaves Menthol. When I let Nathan Peterson have a little rummage in my hat and deposit things in it.
I left a few Airwaves menthol.
So he's right. I mean, it is sweeter than a salt and vinegar McCoy, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a weird product, though. It's such a weird product.
Doing well.
Yeah, savourier.
Oh, God. Mushrooms. just mushrooms.
Definitely savoury.
Savoury than an Airwaves menthol. But I mean,
Airway McCoy menthol.
Salt and vinegar Airwaves.
Wow, that sounds absolutely delightful.
Oh.
I'm going to go sweeter than a mushroom.
Oh man.
Phrase you never thought you'd say.
No, never.
Oh, it's mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sweeter.
Sweeter. Definitely sweeter than a mushroom.
Yeah. Mushroom's
I mean-
quite earthy.
Yeah, mushroom's not got any sweetness about it whatsoever. Definitely has.
Yeah, let him have it. Let him have it then. Let him have it, Chris.
Although
Well,
there are
what's he currently standing on?
7.
Oh,
Was-
it's about-
sitting down. He's
I
on
think
a chair.
he's sitting, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
he's on 8.
it's
He's
a
going to
good
get 9
score.
though. He's
Going
going
into second.
place.
Right, so we've got mayonnaise, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweeter.
Ooh.
It's
Vavo.
Vavo, a bastard of a product.
Wow.
And I'm going to say that it's game over for Chris Clements. It's olive oil.
Yeah.
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 It's a peppery, savoury product, olive oil, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not got any sort of sweetness to it compared to the mayonnaise.
It's like an oil, isn't it?
It's
It's an oil, yeah. It's more oily. Yeah.
Mayonnaise
But I
does
think it's
have
done
oil
very
in.
well. It does.
I'm just giving
Well done,
trivia
Michael.
about the foods now.
Quivia.
Ah.
Well done though, Christopher Clements. That's 9. That puts you in second place. If it wasn't for that pesky Jason Cockcroft, you'd be winning.
If it wasn't for other people being better than you, you'd be winning.
But you are. I mean, let's look at the list of people that you are better than. You're much better than David Goss.
Obviously.
But then again, who isn't? You're much better than Nathan Peterson. You're much better than Michael Jameson.
Oh.
And you were, let's say, luckier than I was.
I thought I had about 7, didn't I?
6.
You got 6.
Oh, well, that's much better.
Oh,
It's
it's
much better.
It's obviously better, yeah.
What's much better, 60% or 90%?
50% better than your score. That's 50% extra free, Michael.
Eating the free bit.
Adam and Joe reference.
Correct.
Yeah. End of game.
Love it. Well done, mate.
Well done, Chris. Smash.
Right.
Well,
Last time on FRUK Unwrapped, things got a bit archaic when we started playing Nate's Bites.
It got what? Archaic?
Archaic? That's a word, isn't it?
do you mean anarchic?
Yeah, I mean, archaic means sort of like old-fashioned almost, doesn't it? I think it's historical words.
Brilliant. So I don't know anything. So we're going to introduce a few new rules this time. So we're going to play it. We're going to have a couple guesses round. If we can't get it in a couple of guesses or a couple of questions, we're going to ask for a clue. And then if we can't get it after the clue, then we'll see how entertaining it is and either continue or just he's going to tell us. So hopefully that format will be good. Introducing Nate's Bites.
Or Nate's Sound Bites, even.
Introducing... I knew that didn't sound right. Introducing Nate's Sound Bites.
Nathan Peterson. Sound Bites. So, for those listening at home or at work or wherever you're listening, I don't care. This is me eating a food thing.
Thought you were going to give it away then.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm a professional, Michael. I don't get the titles of things wrong first time round. So, yeah, that's what me eating that thing sounds like. Over to you guys for some guesses.
Right.
Who's going first?
We're going to listen to it now, okay?
Have you not listened to it yet?
No, we're going to listen to it now.
Not bad.
So, Chris, ask away. Yes or no questions.
Is there something you have cooked?
No.
It's not crispy bacon then?
No. That would have been a little too on the nose for this episode.
It's a foreign sound that I've never heard before.
We'll go to Michael next.
Nate.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So, am I right in saying that I'm gonna ask you a question now? Does this product sometimes come salted and sometimes come milk chocolate coated?
No.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. Yes or no questions. Nathan Peterson.
Yes.
Do you love me?
As a friend, yes.
Oh, yes, so I get another question. Nathan Peterson, what are you wearing?
Hang on. Any yes or no? Yes.
Oh, yes. Lovely. Right, okay, serious question. Could this food stuff be used in an emergency by a cartoon rabbit wanting to impersonate Groucho Marx as a kind of ad hoc cigar substitute?
I'm gonna say no.
Why?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yes, but no. Like, I don't really want to give too much of a way of a clue, but I would say ultimately, no.
No. Chris?
Is this product sold at a specific time of the year?
No.
Is this product sweeter than a Snickers?
No.
Interesting.
So this isn't the sweet or savoury game.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Okay.
You thought what?
Would this product be suitable for keeping it in a car to give to a child on a long-distance journey?
Is that the end of the question?
Oh dear.
That was the end of the question, yeah.
Before I answer that, to clarify, what is the child doing with it?
I mean, eating it, I'd imagine.
I think if you're a responsible parent, then yes.
Okay, great.
Do you think he is a responsible parent?
You didn't hear his rant on Lucozade a few weeks back, so yes, very much. So.
No one heard it.
No. Oh, was that your question, Chris? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Is this product?
Whoa, hang on.
What?
First,
We've gone round twice. We get a
Stuart
clue
got
now.
a yes. And
Oh yes,
Yes,
so
it's
it's Stu again.
still my
Sorry,
goal.
I do apologise.
Oh, yes.
sorry, without just
Okay.
sorry, mate. Are we going to stick to the rules, or are we just going to do whatever the fuck we want?
We're going to stick to the rules, but I just completely forgot. Sorry.
Okay,
Also,
right.
we need
I
to
want
be
you...
we need to be dropping a clue at some point here.
Well, I mean, it's still my goal, so shut up.
Wow.
I want you to picture a scene. Okay? The cast of the early 1980s movie musical Bugsy Malone.
Chris would have never seen it. He's too young.
In
Ironically, the right height though.
are in a
And I'm older than
speakeasy.
MJ.
They're in a speakeasy during Prohibition America in the 1920s and early 1930s, and the cops raid it. For a 1980s television advertising campaign. Would this product be featured in that campaign?
I don't really understand the question. I think the answer is no, though.
All right.
Sorry, just to clarify, is this something that would help advertise Bugsy Malone?
No. I mean, just to clarify, the question essentially was: is it an apple?
Sorry, was that a part of Bugsy Malone?
Oh fuck.
No. Anyway.
No. There was. Do you not remember that advert?
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
No.
I'm working with children.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clearly. In any event, the answer is no.
right. Clue.
It is kept in the refrigerator, usually.
Christopher?
Is this a product made with dairy?
No.
Not fizzy milk, then?
No.
Or Bob's milk?
Michael?
All right, Nate. Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you describe the shape of the product?
Yes.
Okay. So please do.
Yeah.
No longer a yes or no question.
That's not how the game works.
Okay. Okay, so you could describe the shape if asked. Good. Is it fruit?
No.
Okay. Nathan Peterson. Right. If you were lying on a sofa, perhaps semi-naked, topless, could you fill your navel with salt and dip this product into your navel to make it more palatable?
Where do you think of these fucking questions?
Get some from the internet.
Could I dip it in salt? Probably not. I don't think I've heard of anybody doing that. But
right, I tell you what. If this is celery, I'm going to hit you.
Okay, I mean I've never heard of anyone dipping celery in salt. So,
is it celery?
No.
Oh, okay. People dip celery in salt.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
And use the navel as a receptacle.
But people in air quotes don't cook bacon correctly, so I don't know what I'm working with.
Okay, clue.
Okay. fuck it. It's trying to find a clue that sufficiently helps but doesn't give it away.
When did you eat this product? By the way, this isn't my question. This is like an off the record question. When did you eat it?
I literally just recorded it just before we did the show. I realised I'd forgotten to record something, and I just grabbed a random food.
Oh, okay. So it's something that you would normally buy. You've just revealed far more than I think you wanted to, Mr. Peterson.
Probably not. It's usually sold wrapped in plastic.
Oh, mate.
Probably gives it away completely.
Yeah. I can't believe I've got to wait until these two idiots before I have my final guess. Come on, Chris.
I don't have a clue what it is.
Fuck. Might know what it is.
Move on.
Okay. I think I know what it is.
Go on.
No, go on. Ask if it's green. No, hang on. No.
That's not a yes or no question.
Yes, it is a yes or no, but then you'd get it. Fuck.
Nathan, is it green?
Yes.
Fuck.
If we were to start singing a song about Yogi Bear having a green and erect penis...
I mean, it's not your question yet, so...
No.
Is it iceberg lettuce?
Let Chris get there.
Is it iceberg lettuce?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Prick.
Wrapped in plastic.
I know what it is. Damn it.
Wrapped in plastic and it's green. The fuck? I'd literally not aware of any refrigerated product.
Kermit the Frog's laminated head.
Wrapped in plastic, it's green, it's from the fridge. Nathan Peterson, is it green heroin?
No, because I inject my heroin rather than eating it. Stuart.
Okay, if you were to rate its versatility, would it be like at least an 8?
Yeah, probably.
Does the name of this fruit? Did you say it wasn't a fruit?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, if I'm correct now, you were previously wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I did toy with how to answer that because although it is a fruit, most people don't think of it as being a fruit.
Oh, what the fuck kind of idiotic response is that? Although factually the answer to the question is not the answer that I'm going to give, some fucking idiots think it's something different, so just lie and throw them off. This is last week all over again. Oh, can you build a house with Wrigley's chewing gum pellets? You absolute cretin.
You tell me you can't build a house out of pellets.
You can't build a house.
I can't.
Brick-shaped
I can't.
items.
Dick.
I don't have the skills to do that.
Neither do I. But then I can't build fucking gingerbread houses. So
sorry, my question was, can you build a house out of it? So that just proves my point. This is a farce.
Right.
Farce.
I think Stuart's got it.
Yogi's penis is green and hard. Cucum. Yogi's penis is green and hard. Cucum bear.
I've never heard that.
I mean, that's not a normal rhyme.
What in
any way?
It's a song. It's like a song.
It's not a song in any way.
It's a song. It's a song.
Out of interest, is that? Can you form that in a question?
Is it a cucumber? That's the most direct question you're ever going to get from me.
It is indeed a cucumber.
I've won.
You have won. Somebody's won. In 2 games, somebody's won.
Can I have a bonus point for... Can I swap my win from Nate's Soundbites into a bonus point for Sweeter or Savoury just so that Chris Clements didn't beat me?
No. Separate games, I'm afraid.
Gutted.
Well done, Stuart.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Well done, mate. Well done.
I do apologise for throwing you
Michael.
off the scent with the fruit question, Michael.
No, I don't know, mate. Do you want to have your Nate Soundbites be a shambles each week? I don't know.
Yeah.
Two on the front now, so...
I mean, nothing about this podcast is professional, so why should Nate Soundbites be?
Next week when you do... Oh, it's chocolate chip cookies. Oh, Nate, do people traditionally dunk these in... Or would someone ever dunk these in tea? No, it wouldn't even be physically possible, Dick. You can see it now.
Right, Matt, you won't be on next week. You're on holiday.
Oh, this is shocking.
Yep.
We're going to move on to announcing some Patreon members before we wrap this up, guys. So we've had a couple Patreon guys tick in the last few weeks. I don't remember if Chicken Livers got a shout out last time.
He did, yes.
He did, yeah.
He did. So thank you, Chicken Livers.
Although his donation didn't go through, so this is technically his official thank you because he has now officially.
It's officially gone through, hasn't it? So cheers, Chicken Livers, or cheers, Chicken Livers, but not Mr. Chode. Leon Tricker as well. Thank you very much, Leon, and our friend Logan James.
Oh,
love Logan.
So thank
Logan
you,
James.
Hang on. Let me say it. Thank you, Logan. Thank you very much.
And you can join.
You can join. You guys.
You can join these wonderful people and just help us out a little bit. If you enjoy the content and you have a couple of spare bucks lying around each month and you want to kick it our way, then please do so. Check out Patreon and search for Food Review UK. And I think that just about brings us to the end of the show, guys.
Did you just look at your wrist to see the time and you haven't got a watch on?
You such an idiot. Oh.
Can that be the title of the show?
I mean, it's the first one, isn't it? So, yeah, definitely.
It's interesting how that is something that I do. However, in that instance, I was actually looking for a spot to see the condition of a spot that I've got on my elbow. Because I don't wear my watch that far down. I don't even wear watches, but my imaginary
What actually happened was, though, that you looked at your wrist that didn't have the watch on and then didn't want to look stupid, so you felt your way up your arm to the spot.
No.
Nice.
Nice. You can have a look. I filmed myself on video looking at my watch before that isn't there. So thank you very much for listening to FRUK Unwrapped. Thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you very much for having me.
No problem at all. We'd be absolutely privileged to have you on again sometime in the second Bacon episode where we can just bully you for 90 minutes again.
You idiot.
Thank you very much, Nate and Stuart.
You're welcome.
It's fine, mate. Yeah.
Can't wait to be back on hosting duties again next time. So.
Yeah. When he's on holiday and we can actually do a proper podcast.
Yeah.
Rate, guys on YouTube, write in the comments below, rate me out of 157.
2.
1.
Because that is a sensible rating scale. Thank you very much for listening to FRUK Unwrapped in this very special Bacon episode. Let us know if you've got any ideas for future episodes as well. We'd love to have them on board. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe for more. Do all the things, social medias. Peace out, guys. Goodbye.
Bye!